Welcome everyone to the 2017 NFL playoffs. As you can see, I'm back home now, just like 20 other teams in the NFL. It's been a rough last 2 weeks of the season, but I look to step up my game in the upcoming playoffs. To review, my season record so far took a dip at 45, 48, and 6, and my upset specials on the year a 13, 5, and 2 record. I look to improve that over the next 4 playoff weeks. So let's get things kicked off to this Wildcard Weekend. For my first pick, I like the Texans minus 3.5 over the Raiders. These two teams played earlier in the season, and the Texans took it to the Raiders for most of the game, and the Raiders escaped with 2 late touchdown passes from Derek Carr. Saying that, this matchup took a totally different turn with Brock Osweiler coming off the bench in relief due to injury of Savage, and Carr not in this game with a broken leg, and backup McGloin is on the shelf, so that leaves Connor Cook under center. Saying that, I look for the Texans D-line to get the better of the Raiders O-line, who might be missing star left guard Os Amel, and left tackle Donald Penn might play, but he'll be not 100%. That means I think the Raiders will have trouble running the ball, and the Texans secondary will have their way with the Raiders receivers. On the other side of the ball, I look for Brock to play safe and dump the ball off in the flat with Miller, and some short slants with Fuller and Hopkins. Yes, the Texans move on to the next round. For my next pick, I like the Lions +9 over the Seahawks. This makes the return of Golden Tate to his former team, so I look for him to have some fire in the belly in this one. And I look for Stafford to attack the middle of the field with the mentioned Tate and speed receiver Marvin Jones to attack the middle of the field without top safety Earl Thomas, and I think Stafford will have some time, as the Lions O-line has been giving him some better protection of late, and I look for them to keep running the ball with Zenner, and I look for Stafford to target tight end Ebron in some third and short spots. On the other side of the ball, I look for an under-average Lions pass rush to have some success against a weakened Seahawks O-line, which will flush Wilson out of the pocket. Yes, Lions, make sure you keep him in the pocket so he doesn't scramble to beat you. For my next pick, I like the Steelers -10 over the Dolphins. This will be the first time in the Tomlin era, where all killer bees will be in action. Yes, Big Ben, Bell, and Brown will all be on the field at the same time in a playoff game. Hard to believe, but that's the case. Saying that, I look for Big Ben to use plenty of hurry-up offense to wear down pass rushers Sue, Wake, and company. And saying that, come the second half, I look for Ben to have some explosive plays down the field with the mentioned Bell, Brown, and oncoming star in the making Coates. And Bell will wear down the Miami defense in the second half. And on the other side of the ball, I look for the Steelers' defense to bend but not break against QB Moore and the Dolphins' offense. And Jahee might get his yards, but he'll have to work for them. Now, what you've all been waiting for. Yes, the upset of the week of Wildcard Weekend. I like the Giants +5 over the Packers. Eli Manning and the offense are gonna have their way, as the Giants receivers of Beckham, Shepard, and Cruz will have plenty of room to roam in the Packers' banged up secondary. And I look for Eli to target the right side of the field, as they've been giving up big plays on that side all year. And I think Manning will get some help from a rediscovered Giants run game in the last 6 weeks of the season to take the pressure off. And on the other side of the ball, I look for the Giants front seven to give problems to Rodgers and seal him in the pocket, where he's not as accurate. And saying that, I think they'll get to him, and the Giants secondary will be able to lock up the smallish but speedier receiving core of the Packers. So the Giants go into Lambeau and steal a victory from the Cheeseheads. Now for a quick review of my picks, and thank you for watching, and enjoy Wildcard Weekend, everybody.